What's going on, guys? A little late here, getting stuff together. Woke up a little late as well. But I have everything going. Okay. Hope y'all are having a good day today. What to do with this roster. Because I don't have a clue right now. I have some ideas. Are those good ideas? Probably not. Probably not. I'm not sure what to do. So let's kind of look through. I'm not sure if we can look through like the roster wise like this. So I'm kind of multitasking a bunch of things, but we'll be good. So Julio Urias, I thought he did decently. His contract is front loaded, which is nice. So that's going to go down over time. We'll get some space, probably about only 3, but 3.21 ERA, so about what he normally does. Better than last year, but I don't know. 12 quality starts, so not as good as his 2021 season. But still give us 14. But not 200 innings, which is what we gauge, but not great. Not great. Manoah, not a great year, but better ERA wise. Better ERA wise. More innings pitched, 11 and 10 like Urias. 13 quality starts, so it gave us more quality starts. Maybe we just couldn't finish those starts. And that's the thing there. Zach Eflin came in, was on a hot start, but cooled down towards the stretch. I think he could have a good stretch, but I don't know. I'm not sure what to do with this. Maybe we deal Eflin in a monster trade. Godry, who's going to be at the MLB next season. No doubt we're going to try our hand here. Left-handed thrower. We'll see how his hits per 9. But I think he has an opportunity to do some good. Woods Richardson in his first MLB time. MLB service, 4.64 ERA, 11 and 8. Again, this is another guy that whip needs to come down, 1.42. 13 quality starts, so I mean, he gave us an ability to win. And that's all you can really ask for. Logue, little lefty, played up bullpen, did start 16 games last season because of injury, and he regressed. definitely regressed. 1.64 whip, ouch. But bullpen hand, we'll see how it works. Avery, I think he's gonna have another year down at the minors. He's one of our best prospects in, but the head fracture kind of put him out into competing at AAA, which I think our AAA team would have been much better if he was there. So I think he'll be down there one more season. Obviously, he struggled at AAA. We sent him down to AA to get some time in the playoffs, actually. So he didn't struggle at AAA. I thought it was pretty good, but what we saw in the AA playoffs certainly concerned me, and he is not ready. We can't move him up. Braxton Ashcroft, we got the trade with the Pirates. Let's see if our save before this is before the playoffs. Typically, I do that. That's not. It might be, actually. It is. So it's at September 1st. We can at least look at it from September 1st. So I'm fine with that. So we did have Kwang-Hyun Kim, I think. We traded him. So Kloffenstein. Maybe another year. Ashcroft. Coming down on the home runs per 9. So he gave up a lot of home runs. 18. .43 ERA, 9 quality starts. I thought our AAA team was pretty good. He ended up not making the playoffs. For AA, that was good. Hans Kraus was another guy we picked up in a trade. Maybe another year or so. So we have replacements to move up. That whip needs to come down. And then looking through here was pretty much Feldman did fantastic, but he needs more time. With that home runs per 9, it's not great. Let's look at it from the AAA perspective. Fontenot did have, actually we didn't bring him up to the major. So 11 saves, 17 holds, 3.17 ERA, whip is around a 1. That's good. At 22 years old, that could be a basis for our bullpen in the future. Victor Vodnik. We traded for him. He's coming away. Probably going to be a late in the 20s call up into the bullpen, in which we'll get some good 3 or 4 years out of him. He is getting better, especially in that K per 9s. Only 5 home runs at this point, 4 holds, 1 blown save though, 6-1 record. So pretty much just coming in when the game, when we need someone to come in and make the game stay short. Farrell will be at the MLB level, so no big issue there. What concerns me with McCall is his walks, home runs, and his clutch. Kind of concern me with that. Does have a good ERA. He is 24, so it'll take him some time to come up there. But those walks kind of really concerns me. Ramon Lantiga, pretty good basis at 20 years old. 30 saves, at what is it, Double A? 7 blown saves, 1 hold, 2.88 ERA, and a 1.52 WHIP. I think he stays down at Triple A as the closer. And Lincoln Leicester, great strikeouts, but his walks and home runs per 9 is clutch. Not great. He is the setup guy at AAA. The 3 holds, 1 blown save. Okay. Emerson, he's not ready. Definitely not ready. Far from ready. Is Halverstein ready? No. Cedric Downey is the guy we're grooming. And at Double A, he had a decent year. Not a great year, but a decent year. 225. I mean, he had a decent year. Why am I looking at this? This is a silly way to look at it. What am I doing? Downey. Oh, I know why I was looking at it like that. I want to look at it by position. So Seacrest was at Double A, and he played fantastic. 304 at Double A. Yeah, that is some great numbers there. Like, wow. Maybe he's going to be a Triple A. Skelton, 277 though. Okay. So maybe we keep it like this for 1 more year. Or we switch him. Skelton can play third. But Geraldo is at third at AAA. Maybe it's Geraldo's time to come up and play third base. Bitchette goes at short. Bitchette goes back. Yeah, to short. Vlad plays first. Biggio goes out in the outfield, maybe. And maybe Bitchette goes to the second. With Baez staying at short. And then at third base, we have Geraldo come up. I mean, the guy played fantastic, but we'll see how that works. Seacrest and Skelton, though, those were great. Nevin was a late pickup, reserve guy. I think someone got injured, so that is particularly telling from that. Out of 60 at bats, 183. I mean, he has a deep potential, though. At second, Strump tore his ACL. He's only batting 237 now. We got at AAA Copeland, 295. Okay, we might have him at 20 years old another year down at AAA or at Double A. Kobayashi is at AAA and he batted 240. But 76 strikeouts, that concerns me there. 76 strikeouts, Kobayashi might be going down to Double A. And Copeland might be coming up to Triple A. Mackey kind of serves as the DH, and against left-handed hitters, that was horrible. 93 strikeouts. Okay. Geraldo, we kind of have an idea there. He played fantastic at AAA, though. Didn't hit the greatest, but maybe is it time for him to come up? We'll have to see what we have in free agency. I think he could spend another year down at AAA. He would actually have some good stuff at AAA. Now, Goshen's went down with a torn ACL in AAA, so he only played 59 games. So he went down about, what, 2/3 of the season through? I think it's like a 40-game season, so 40 for AA. AAA starts a couple weeks earlier, so it's about a 90-game season at AAA. Sure, I could look it up, but yeah, it's about a 98-game season. 47 strikeouts, though. Did have 21 walks, so at least that's helping his walk. His durability is going up. In the meantime, we pulled up Orvelis Martinez. $14 games. 226. It's not. You can't evaluate anything from that. McDonald is the utility guy at AAA. 24 years old. .202. Okay. Kaufman's going to be down at AAA, but he had a great season. Not against lefties, though. Surprising. 308, 45 games, and 172 at-bats. 20 strikeouts, and 172 at-bats. So he's putting the ball in play. That's the biggest thing. He's putting it in play, but that's about it. Colin Moore down at AA. Okay. 309. That's going to be another AA year for him. J.R. Ramsey. Probably another AA year for him, but that power against lefties is concerning a bit. Diaz might get his chance. But 25-year-old, see potential. I mean, Diaz is a great pinch hitter, but and if we have injuries, but an everyday guy, we'd get crushed with Diaz. Hill, at AAA, 237. I mean, he's going to take a couple of years. And right, we traded for Justin Turner, and I thought he hit well down the stretch. 84 games, 280 at-bats. We had some injuries. We had to move Profar around, and Turner got some play out in the outfield. 68 strikeouts, though. So he's striking out about 20% of the time, damn near. Maybe 30. That, yeah, that's not. It's not something we want to see. Cabbage now AAA. Guy that can play all over the field. 261. I think he has another year of AAA for him. So let's look at this from a statistical standpoint. Yeah, the best WAR is of course going to be Seacrest. Force ball tore his hamstring. The guy has been slowly getting better. Copeland, okay. Moore got about 150 at bats. 309, okay. Yeah, McDonald striking out. And that's at AA, and Vernon also striking out that much. That's a good sign. course, it's Copeland. Copeland, though, that durability is concerning on him. I'm working on that. Seacrest, only 16% of the time. Okay. 64 strikeouts. That's still technically a lot, but for 319 at bats, he has almost as many walks as he does strikeouts. Now that is something good to see from Seacrest. And that is one of our draft picks from last season. So that's a good one there. As for the pitching, I do want to look at batting efforts like lefties, righties. Average against righties. It should be good for Seacrest, and I think majority of the pitching is right-handers. What we saw was a detriment against left-handed hitting. That's not good for... Seacrest was decent. Delgado should be our ace. Okay. This from a AAA standpoint. Feldman should probably... Well, Feldman only had 81 innings. Why is this? He was a call-up from AA to AAA. That's why. Because of an injury to Ryan Avery. So... Feldman's not ready for the majors. Just started pitching at AAA. The 9-1 record, I think he could really get a lot better. Especially if he limits his home runs. He let 8 home runs at this point in the season. Kloffenstein, though. Gaudry? I think Gaudry's ready. I think. We'll have to see. Maybe we hold Gaudry another year. Maybe, but I'm thinking that's not going to be the case. Oh, I could look at it by position in here. I did not know that. Okay, so... Havestein looked good, but tore his hamstring. And Groshans tore his ACL, and he was playing pretty well for AAA. Got through 59 games. Skelton, 277. Pulling large. Okay. And this is where it was, against lefties. Are you not hitting lefties well? .247. 10 home runs. What about against righties? 15. I don't know about that. I thought he was playing pretty well. What's their ISO? Well, WAR, of course, is going to be Kaufman. Most strikeouts, Mark Hanna. But we brought him up because of some injuries. And this is why Martinez is not up at the majors right now. Reveles Martinez. Oh, we brought him up to the AAA because of an injury. That's right. So he hasn't played the whole year. So he's definitely not going to be called up. Cabbage, though, has been playing at AAA the entire year. Maybe the AAA season is 120 games, now that I think about it. 108 strikeouts. I think Cabbage has to go down and reevaluate his lifetime at Double A. Those strikeouts, though, are absolutely... And same thing with Mackey. Wow. We called Emerson up midway through because of the injuries at catcher that we had. Skelton, 20%. Okay. Geraldo only a 19. That's so many strikeouts, though. Peter Kobayashi has the least amount of strikeouts at 240. Geraldo is down there as well, so maybe Geraldo is ready. 75 strikeouts and 347 at bats. It's not too bad. So maybe Skelton's numbers of 88 strikeouts not too bad, but when I look at Mackey, well, it's in 408 at bats, so okay, 408 at bats. So let's load up, obviously, our main. And look at the actual MLB roster at this point. So, you kind of did the pitching with MLB. Pachi was so good this season, and that was something that was unexpected. Ferguson is a Rule 5 draft pick. The guy has great bullpen arm. What can I say? Matt Foster was a guy that we got in the offseason, or we traded for before in spring training. That's a good one. Hoyer was one we traded for. I thought he did decently. Whitley was another one we traded for. St. Louis, part of that St. Louis deal with Bader. Or Bader, I mean. 2.99. He has arbitration, so I mean, is there really a reason to do that? Probably not. Jordan Hicks, 3 blown saves, so it's not as bad as I thought. So only 3 blown saves. His least amount he had with Boston. Still not as bad as that 2018 stint with St. Louis that was 7 blown saves. But he was a setup guy. So he had 24 holds. Came in for Boston to hold. That was because they had one of the best closers in the league, I think, right there in 2021. And then goes to Boston for a couple years. Gets better with us with 45 saves. In 20 more innings. I mean, I think that's what we want. Peralta can be a setup, but also a long relief guy. So this was a good trade, I think. Especially with the fact that Peralta's, you can kind of move him around, which I do like. Pharrell, 3.72, 26 games, 29 innings. I thought he did decently well. So Schwarber was a debate. 219, so nowhere close to that 272 that he had last season. 78 RBIs, 6 more games, only 28 home runs this season, 172 strikeouts. Ouch. 122 hits, less runs. A down year for Schwarber. Certainly a down year. Carantini was a guy we got in the offseason to kind of swindle around. He played in 57 games. He did play some first base and some third, so I thought he did pretty well for when he came in, and obviously he's going to be on the roster for a while. Moreno is a guy that we're working with, and I think eventually he'll be the backup. Depending on how we look, we might end up maybe dealing Schwarber and going with Caratini and Moreno. I don't know. Is Guerrero? It kind of depends on our... Well, Caratini has the most, so not looking good. Vlad is locked up too long. Is not locked up to a long-term deal, but we obviously have to pay him. Seacrest kind of went through that. Biggio, we kind of have to keep him because that's the point of the franchise. Profar at $11 million. The guy is so versatile, though, and that's why I like his skill set. 149 games because he played all over the place because of injuries. 2.46 average, though, or a .246 average, so that's actually pretty good. And 60 RBIs, so double the RBIs, and he played only like 30 more games. Same amount of walks. Did have a bunch of strikeouts, though, but it's almost as much as he had in 2021 when he had looks like a full starting job with San Diego. But his average went up. I think he did pretty well with double the RBIs almost, 20 home runs, just as many walks, more hits. Yeah. Strumpf went on the IR, and this might be... I'm not sure what to do with Strumpf. Bitchette, obviously, we had to keep him. Brendan Rodgers. The fact that this is a point where we have to keep a majority of our infielders makes it to where Rodgers is expendable. So this might be a trade that we do. What I mean by that is maybe we package Rodgers, one of our catchers, and Eflin to see if we can get a star player. I don't know. Geraldo ended at the MLB level with call-ups, or no, with the last couple of days, and I think he's going to be up at the majors next year, probably starting at third while we kind of shift around our infield. Baez has played nothing but spectacular for us. 252, so down from last year's 270, but less strikeouts than last year. Just about the same walks, not as many RBIs and homers, not as many hits, not as many runs, but he only played in 115 games. So it did go down with an injury early in the year, but I think for 115 games, he could have easily had 40 home runs and maybe about 120 RBIs. The guy was spectacular. Maybe his strikeouts would have been at 122 as well. But he's been playing good for us. Winker, we need some power in the outfield, and we certainly got it, but the batting average is down to 243 this season. 21 home runs, so that's down. 69 RBIs, a little bit less than the strikeouts in 10 more games. Not as many hits, but did have 86 walks. So he walked 30 times more. So that is good to see. That's why his batting average probably isn't that big, but his on-base percentage is almost about average. So that takes into the consideration some of the walks. So his slugging just wasn't as good, but only for $12 million, that's a pretty good deal. Trey Turner, one of our big signings. It's a stack up early because we didn't have to sign some of the key players for the franchise in it. So that does make sense. 270, 147 games. He was hurt last season, so that's why it was 284. It probably would have been around at 270. But it's better with that 2022. Just as many at bats, more hits. more doubles, more triples, couple shy home runs, but that's not too bad. More RBIs. He is batting a leadoff, so that is something to remember, that you're not going to have many RBIs batting a leadoff. You're pretty much the guy to get runs in, and that's what it looks like here. 87, almost not as much as maybe 2018, but looking pretty good. 105 strikeouts. It's about his average in a full season. Does take 65 walks, so I think that was a pretty good signing there. Springer is going down, but it doesn't look like in the stats remotely. 34 home runs, 137 hits, 98 RBIs, 130 strikeouts, so about the average. 8 stolen bases, 262. The guy was just fantastic. I mean, how can you make a change there? Remember, we do need a DH, so maybe that's Winker. Maybe Winker comes in the season as a DH on one side. Maybe it's Springer. 64. Or maybe we have Springer be the DH, and then we platoon at right field, and Winker stays in the left. Maybe that's what we do. Or we platoon at second base. We'll kind of see. Okay, so that's kind of our roster. We have some playoff baseball to kind of sim through. So we got the Angels against the White Sox. Ooh. The Yankees are waiting for that game. Minnesota against Houston. And then Dodgers against St. Louis, with Atlanta and Mets being the wild card, who will move on to play Washington. So, let's go. Atlanta beats the Mets, who advance, and the Angels beat the White Sox. St. Louis takes a 2-0 lead, so does the Angels. All tied up. The Angels sweep the Yankees. Ooh. Houston trying to stay alive. Atlanta beats Washington. The Dodgers beat St. Louis. Over on the other side, Minnesota advances to play the Angels. So Atlanta takes game 1. Dodgers tied up. Angels take game 1 and 2. Atlanta takes game 3. The Angels going for the sweep. Minnesota staying alive. Atlanta does beat the Dodgers in a 4-1 season win. And on the other side, it is the LA Angels going to the World Series for the AL. So it is the Angels and Atlanta. So let's look at this from the perspective of maybe the Angels. If I can see them. Could be blind. I am. There they are. Okay, see what the matchup. Jose Urquidy against Mike Soroka. Max Fried against Patrick Sandoval. Joey Murray against Ian Anderson. And we'll see what the pitchers are from there. So game 1 goes to the Angels. Luis Avilan gets that one. John Newsom gave up a couple of runs there. Patrick Sandoval cannot win it for the Angels. Sean Newcomb gets the win there. Looks like that went into relievers, so a good pitcher's duel. Joey Murray against Ian Anderson, and that goes to Ian Anderson. Having a good playoff year, 3-0 in 22 and 2/3 innings pitched in a 2.78 ERA. See Ryan Weathers. And that is a win. It is tied up 2-2. Paul Blackburn going against Bryce Wilson. And this goes to the Angels. The Angels lead the series 3-2. Now, for the win. Pulling out all the aces here. And it is the Angels defeating the Braves off the back of a great pitching performance by Jose Urquidy. Mike Soroka gets the loss there. Urquidy, 1.26 ERA in the postseason. It's a big one there. And the Angels win the 2024. Or was this 2024 season. So, manager, pitching coach, and third baseman coach need replacements. Qualifying offers 1 year. Few retired players. Kevin Smith, Gregory Polanco's in there, Manny Pena, Brandon Crawford, Evan Longoria, Vic Batista, Justin Turner. Finally calling it quits at 40 years old. Charlie Blackmon, who was playing for the Cubs at 38 years old. Still a pretty good hitter, though, at 38. But playing in an area where he's got to play the field makes sense there. Carpenter also. It looks like he was on a minor league deal. Miguel Colon. Max Scherzer calling it quits here at 40 years old. We had him in this franchise for a couple of years. Actually, for 1 year. For a year and a half, actually. He had 13-6 for us and 8-8, and then we weren't having a great year, and we went ahead and dealt him. But for the Reds, he was down at the minor leagues. Arguably, what is considered to be a no-doubt first ballot Hall of Famer with Max Scherzer. We'll see if the game does that. Robinson Chirinos, Edwin Encarnacion, Miguel Gonzalez, Miguel Aguilar, going down. Robinson Cano hanging up at 41 years old. Yu Darvish hanging it up at 38. We had him for a little bit. Yuli Gurriel, Will Harris, Mitch Moreland, Andrew Miller. We didn't have him. That was in our Ace franchise. Justin Verlander. And that's the end of your retirements. But Robinson Cano get in there. Scherzer doesn't. Robinson Cano gets in at second base. Good stats here. 3.01 average. I wonder if only 2 players can do it. I have seen 3, so. We have no exclusive free agents because we signed everyone we wanted to. So we need to look at what we want to do here. Who is here? Your pitching coach and first base coach. We're going to bring in Joe Girardi to be the head coach. He's won some pennants here. He's familiar with the staff, what we want to do. He was fine taking a smaller job as both the farm director and assistant coach So he's going to come in and be okay, I'm actually fine with that. There's our pitching coach. Our first base coach. Luis Rivera for the durability. Third base coach. Go Ronnie McKinney. Young upstart there. Let's see what we get. We're not going to rebrand the team. We don't have any exclusive free agents. McKinney doesn't want to be the farm director. Makes sense. Now does he want to be the farm director? Okay, Caratini is going to actually take his option and be a free agent. So actually, I'm fine with that. Okay, so free agent. So Kloffenstein. Ooh, who's on the 40-man roster? Tyler Nevin? And Vodnik. We're gonna release Cam. Okay. So before we do this, I want to go at who we've signed. So obviously we signed Moreno. Did that prior. So Alex Rowe, center fielder, 19. Probably gonna start at AA. Because of his discipline, his clutch. Brian Ma, starting pitcher, maybe a AA. Tyler Nevin is there. Francisco Escobar is a AA as well. William Price, AA as well. Samuel's AA. So we got developmental prospects. That's the thing. I felt like we were in a good spot. So that's what it was. So Manoa is arbitration eligible. Let's give him that. We're not going to give him arbitration. He's not on our team anymore. Hachi, let's give him a raise. Ferguson. I'm gonna let Ferguson walk. Foster? I think Foster could be a cheap option. Pure, we're obviously going to do that. Same thing with Whitley. Catchers with Cisco. Actually, I think that's a yes. I think we offer him arbitration and he goes into free agency next season. Guerrero, obviously we're going to give him arbitration. It's going to be a big contract. Biggio, we have to. Bitchette, we have to. Okay, there's something to be said about Brandon Rogers. That could be an enticing deal for someone. So we're going to give him arbitration. And we're good. Tendering contracts. Obviously, Gaudry is going to be here. Offenstein, a minor league deal. Avery, that should be a minor league deal. Ashcroft, a minor league deal. Minor league. Feldman is. Alejandro Diaz. Delgado is. Justin Means. I think Hardwick can come up there. Zavala can't. Obviously, Fontenot. Minor league deal. Peyton. He's getting better, slowly. Okay. Emerson's 21. The minor league deal. Augustin's 27. Let's sign him to a one-year deal. I'm not sure if Downey is going to be good to go. Obviously Seacrest. Skelton get deals. Obviously Copeland does. Mackey. Yamashita. Hannah is getting better, but is it progressively better? Maybe not, but at 21 years old, that could be someone that at least is a reserve guy. And Mike Woodyard, no. A large. I mean, those are decent ones. Rashen is, these two are pieces to the puzzle. And this is one of our utility guys at the minor league levels. We'll let Castillo walk. Forrest Wall has been a shocker in this franchise. We got corner. Sign him to a 2-year deal. The team will have team control after that. But we'll see how that goes. Okay. So here is the free agent class. Juan Soto, Jacob deGrom at 36 years old. Weber Torres, 28. Jeez. Walker Buehler, Yoan Moncada, Shane Bieber, Pete Alonso, Chris Paddock. He does have an offer from San Diego. Let's look at our roster. Ooh, Eloy Jimenez. We're not going to take Dominic Smith again. We already went down that route. Jose Altuve. Huh. That's interesting. Definitely at second. Okay, let's look at this from a rotation standpoint. So Gaudry is up here at the MLB. So Ferguson and Kim are out. So we need one more pitcher. Maybe two. I have an idea. I'm unsure if anyone's gonna like it, but I do have an idea. I certainly think no one's gonna like it. Pitcher. Do I have a decent... No, I do not. I definitely could use a bullpen type. I really don't want to go that way again. Maybe that's how Gaudry starts his career in the bullpen. It's not a bad idea. And we go for like an absolutely splash offer. I don't know. I like a bullpen, so. So Carantini goes out. It's a crazy qualifying offer. We need some crazy power. Now this would be some crazy power stuff to do. Jose Altuve. Did not bat well with the Cubs. Eloy Jimenez, that's only a $10 million deal. Real life, Tyler O'Neill is crushing it. Ooh. We could probably get Victor Robles for decently cheaper. Should we do it? The idea is for a star pitcher who's rebuilding. Okay, who would give up a crazy pitcher to us to get younger? Quiddy was probably the MVP. Stroman, no. Not going down that way again. Getting Trevor Rogers. I don't know about that. What are they doing in Philly? At 36 years old, would they give up Strasburg? We can afford his contract. I don't know. Is this team ready to compete? How did they do last season? I didn't look. Let's save this, because I want to check this right quick. And I'm gonna have to reload because there's no way I can see how they did. Reds were towards the bottom. Right, 23rd, 19, 10, 26, 30. Okay. So I can see them doing this. I could definitely see them make this trade. For a replacement pitcher for him and two good prospects, that would Oh yeah, this would put them over the top to at least be able to compete. So can we make this trade right now? Eflin. What was the other one I was looking for? Eflin. Strum. So it'd be, oh, hold on. And Rogers, what does that do? Second and short, Rogers can play. Suarez goes over the first. I think they would take Rogers. And Springer. Actually, I think they would take Chase Strumpf more. And Springer. In return, we will take over someone's contract as well. We'll take Franco off your hands. Okay, so this is going to be the trade. Zach Eflin goes over to the Reds with Chase Strumpf and George Springer. A big trade here. It'll help the Reds out in the outfield. They'll have a future second or short for them. I think Strumpf also plays third. That's weird. And so that will be what we go into. I will change Strumpf's position to include third. I think he plays all infield besides first. But here's the trade. Zach Eflin, Chase Strumpf, and George Springer for Tyler Mahle and Maikel Franco. A good trade here for both sides. That's a big one for us. looked at it. I did look at it right quick. He does play second short. So he can be played at third. Suarez can go over to first. And then they have George Springer out there. We get what is considered to be one of our top guys we thought about. The great ERA. He becomes our number 2. And then from there, in free agency, we're going to make an offer. 36-year-old Kenta Maeda. Good ERA. 16 quality starts, 1.21 whip. We'll be in the rotation. We'll give him a player option. It'll be a 2-year deal. We'll make that one. So, with the gaps that we have in our lineup. So Turner plays center. Bichette's here. Profar is going to play all over the place. Biggio. Winkler is going to be the DH, so universal DH. From there, we are going to make a massive, massive push to acquire Jose should we do Altuve? Victor Robles, here he is. Victor Robles. So it's going to be a big, big one. But we're not done. He is on here. Jose Altuve, 34 years old. He can play second. He has some good, decent fielding. We can put Biggio out into left. So Biggio is going to play at left. And we're going to make a big, big push for Jose Altuve. Gonna be a 2-year deal as well. $34 million. We're retooling this. I think we have we won here. I like Schwarber. Moreno is going to be the backup. Guerrero is going to play first. Biggio is going to play on the outfield and left. Altuve will play second. Profar is our guy that in case anyone gets hurt. Rogers is going to be we gotta have Geraldo up at major, so I think Rogers is going to be the one that's the odd man out. You know what? We're gonna go an entirely different way with this. I can't take that back. Well, we might still make another trade then in that case. So if we're gonna do that, what do we do? What does that actually change in our rotation? Say we went Kenta Maeda. Gaudry's here. Whitley's the odd man out. And Hoyer. Actually, I think we keep Whitley. Hoyer, Foster. Yep. Let's grab him. And we already gave him an offer. Okay. And anyone else, we'll kind of go from there. I don't think... There was one I probably wanted to do, Garrett Hampson. Give him a 1-year deal. See if he performs. We'll go with that. Okay, let's go forward in some days. Chris Paddock goes to the Brewers. A $23 million deal for 7 years, so he'll be on there until he's 36. Jose Altuve comes to the Blue Jays. Let's go. And that was our trade that we did. Oh, Robles is still there. No. Shane Bieber goes to the Cards. Danny Jensen to the Cubs. There's Contreras moved on to the White Sox, I think. Joey Lucchesi goes to the Dodgers. Gilbert Torres in the Mets. Luke Voigt to the Giants. Is our 40-man roster? Yeah, we're good. If Colin Moore gets poached, it is what it is. Tom Mackey. And Reyes. That's already a no. Did I make this trade yet? No. Well, I'm letting Ferguson go anyway. But if he gets poached, it doesn't matter. Wasn't there one more? There's one more. I'm like, if he goes, it doesn't matter. Do I have a backup catcher? The majors? No. I don't think Reyes will get poached. Lucas Sims, relief pitcher, goes to the Yanks. Jacob deGrom to Washington. Wow, okay. 1 year, $31 million deal. Michael Fulmer goes to the Dodgers for a 1 year deal. Okay. Sandy Alcantara goes to the Indians. For sale to the Rays. Okay, that's something we're gonna have to contend with. For sale. Okay, so there's our rotation. Godry's the long relief. And Peralta is your right-handed, can play long relief if he needs to. Otherwise, it's Pharrell. He'll be back here. Marco Gonzalez of the Braves. Clint Frazier of the Cubs. Joe Girardi is our head coach. Ramel Reyes of the Dodgers. Ken Giles of the Cubs. Garrett Hampson does sign with us on a one-year deal. And again, we have 40 men on a 40-man roster. Because I can't actually trade Rogers right now. I want Cisco to be on the 40-man there. Whitley's not on the contract. And if he gets poached, we'll just sign a new one. I can't be taken off anyways. Hopefully he doesn't get taken. Really? Oh well. That sucks. Dominic Smith for the Reds. Lord Jimenez goes to the Indians. Okay. Looking for someone who can play multiple positions. But at the minors. Who still has some growth. I think we'll be able to get by though. No big deal. Alex Verdugo goes to the Orioles. Good signing for them. Ronzi Contreras got picked up. There's no one we wanted in the World 5 draft anyway, so. Archie Bradley goes to the Orioles in a trade between them and the Phillies. The Phillies get Luke Farrell, relief pitcher, 31 years old, and Hitoki Fukumura, starting pitcher, 24 years old, prospect. Okay. Novi Marte gets dealt from the Mariners to the Cardinals. The Mariners get in return Giovanni Gallegos, right-handed pitcher, Dakota Hudson, starting pitcher, and Carlos Sepulveda. I'm probably mispronouncing that 100%. Second baseman. So. Some good stuff there by the Cardinals. Sending Marte over there because of the... oh, that was a Reds we changed to. Okay. Bro, they want to dump Riley so bad. Bro, the panel just does not like me right now. So we're at 28. Would this significantly hamper our bullpen? No. Arguably, I said we have too many fielders. We're gonna package a fielder into this. Then Foster and Cure. That's weird. Send Cure and Rogers over for someone who needs third base help. Rays do. Royals. Okay. I would not mind taking a prospect. Rick Pena is going to take over that position. Arguably, he won't. What can we give them that makes them better? Like Warmuth, he is the guy at AAA that's all over the place. Fortunately, we don't have that guy at AA anymore. Okay. We don't really need to have him there. And then the other one will be Whitley, I think. No, it's gonna be Foster. Foster and not giving up Diaz. Give up Foster. See what we can get here. Arguably, Daniel Vogelbach is intriguing. He bats left-handed though. That's the thing. Winker. I would like a power guy that can hit. Victor Mesa. Yeah. What's your prospects? Wow, none? I'm gonna box up in this deal. Rico bats right. Do I want low? Not really. Actually, I like this trade here. Okay. We got a lot of stuff going on this season. It's gonna be interesting for sure. Okay, we're in the spring training. Okay, so this is how we're gonna start. So Urias, Molly, Maeda, Manoa, Richardson in the bullpen, Whitley, Gaudry, Logue is here just Logue might be up here to start the season and Gaudry might go back down. I don't know. We'll kind of see how that goes. Kraft, Colin Pachi, Jason Farrell up here at 83 overall. Hence Cross will get some action before he goes back down. Peralta, Willard, Hicks, Vodnik. So we'll see some Vodnik up here. Klopfenstein and Adrian Fontenot. So it's kind of like the pitching. Our rotation is pretty good there. So Trey Turner will be in center and leading off. Bitchette will be at third. Guerrero at first. In right will be Robles. Victor Robles. DH will be Jesse Winker. Schwarber will be the catcher. Baez will be at short. Profar will not be in left because Biggio will be in left. Profar is a reserve guy, and we will have Jose Altuve in. How the batting order is going to go: Turner, Bichette, Guerrero, Altuve, Robles for right-handed hitters. It's going to be like this. Winker will bat 5. And no DH. Winker is not going to be in left. Biggio is still going to be in left. Altuve is going to be here. On right will be Robles. So Winker is just the DH this season. There'll be one there. Here, Winker's the DH. And right will be Robles. Profar is not going to be there. Altuve is going to be at second. Biggio will be in left. And how we're going to do against left-handed is it's going to be Turner. Turner's going to lead off no matter what side we're seeing. Bitchette, then Guerrero, Robles, Altuve. Actually, Altuve will be 4, regardless. Altuve, Robles, Schwarber, Baez, Biggio, Winker against left-handed. But DH, Winker's obviously not going to be here. Biggio's going to be here. Winker. And then Robles goes in right. So it'll be Turner, Bitchette, Guerrero, Altuve, Robles, Schwarber, Baez, and Biggio. So Biggio is going to round out the bottom. Not because he's a bad hitter, just because of the fact that I think it's good to go some speed in the 60s as opposed to Schwarber down here. Because Baez, Biggio goes here and can go into Turner, Bitchette, and kind of get some good stuff. It's right-handed pitchers. Winker will be here against left-handed pitchers. Winker is... the DH is down the bottom, and Baez at 7th. Okay. And then Profar can come in for anyone to switch hit if he needs to. Garrett Hampson as well will be a pinch hitting guy, and Miguel Franco as well. So we have some good depth, I think, on the team across the board, especially with Profar. And we'll kind of see what we have from there. So this will be what we do in the sim. I'll personally change some of the looks that we have in spring training. So let's look at our extension candidates. Manoah goes to arbitration next season. Same thing with Lowe, so no reason to do that. Hachi, we'll see how he does. And Whitley's in arbitration. Peralta is a free agent, so we'll see how he does. Cisco at 31, we'll see. Guerrero goes into the year as a free agent. So, yeah. That's a 1-year deal on purpose. We gotta find a way to afford that contract. There's the money right there. Money we gave to Kenta Maeda and Garrett Hampson. And Franco as well. There's the money. All right there. We gotta pay Manoa. There's gonna be a lot of moving parts to this roster, but I think we can do it. We are the best ranked roster on paper. Okay, top prospects. Let's look through them at the start of spring training. There's Hunter Green. Matthew Thompson, always at the top because the pitching depth of the White Sox are just so good. Ryan Avery, 21 years old. Okay. Frank McClung. Marcos Britos. There's another one of ours, Miguel Jurado. Okay. He's going to be at the majors this year. Adam Kloffenstein. Orvelis Martinez. Braxton Ashcraft. Hans Kraus. So, a lot. Let's get into a game here. So let's see Urias. Yeah, he starts. We're gonna see some of our new guys here. I do like that. I think we might have overstretched ourselves. But Joe Girardi is going for the win. We're going to break down the Yankees and the Red Sox.
And now, your 2025 New York Yankees.
All right, against Garrett Cole. I will attempt not to play like trash, but we'll see how it works. Ooh. It's a good pitch, and I just missed it. All right, Guerrero. Was no hope for strike there. What am I doing? All right. Give us something. That's a great pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Oh! That was a good place pitch, but that's an even better hit. Jeez. There we go. Urias answers back with a great pitch there.
Batting third, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Great slider. Great slider.
Batting fourth, the left fielder,
Wow, great sweeping curve.
Stanton.
That's ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's Jose Altuve. Let's go, baby. That's just a great swing. All right, one of our signings. That's away.
Outside, that's a ball.
Ooh.
Full count.
Ooh. That was up there. Altuve comes in as a guy that probably replaces the power that Springer has. And Victor Robles, just better speed, better arm, younger.
Count 3-1.
He's safe.
Safe, he's good.
Took his time. Here's Victor Robles. Ooh, I'm chasing that. Knew the instant I swung, that was a bad move.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 17, Kyle Schwarber.
Whoops. That was not smart either.
No, that's low.
We'll go 2 innings and we'll see, or we'll go 3 innings, I mean. And we'll see,
Batting sixth,
Molly.
the shortstop, Wonder.
Then we will go to Kenta Maeda at the end of the game. Alright, there's Biggio. A little bit more speed out there and left.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Franklin Lavo.
What we're used to. Let's go. Good sweeping curveball there.
Ball, that's in.
Oh, that's a good pitch.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 8,
We need to go one more inning.
Cavan Biggo.
Then we'll get the starters 2 at-bats. Ooh, that's a good slider.
The center fielder, number 7, Trey Turner.
Just under it. Just under it. I definitely have learned how to use the sweeping curve from Urias between this year and last year. I particularly don't like curveballs in the game because they tend to hang, but I've gotten used to how they work with him.
The batter, the second baseman, DJ
That's a ball.
LeMahieu.
I got to count 2-2.
Great play by Bitchette at third.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 83, JJ Garcia.
I thought that was much higher than that.
Up next,
I don't know what I was thinking.
the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Ooh, that's some good batting the ball there by Vlad. We're gonna go for 2 here. We're in.
Now batting, second baseman,
Okay, Jose Altuve. Ooh. I like his fast swing, too. Oh, that changeup. I was not expecting it to be that slow.
now batting, the designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
And there's Jesse Winker. Doing Jesse Winker things. That's why he's a DH, baby. No, not dead center, but he cranked that. That's up the middle by Robles. Okay.
The catcher, number 6,
Here's Schwarb.
Kyle
2-2 count. We probably didn't need to swing at that.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Toronto, number 30, Tyler Hall. Now batting, the third baseman, Rafael.
Whoa.
1 strike.
Now batting, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yankees. Number 35, JT Brubaker.
So this goes 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Nope. 6, 7, 8. There we go. Oh, it's the 5th.
That's count 1 and 2.
There. So 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. We'll do bullpen arms.
2 balls, 2 strikes. We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
We'll get 3 at bats for the starters, I think, maybe. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, so I brought my PCI over here first that time.
Biggio.
That's right, to the third baseman. Good batting the ball, though, by Biggio.
The center fielder, number 7, Trey Turner.
The way?
Ball 4, take the base.
Now batting, third baseman, Bo Bitchette.
No, he's in there safe.
No matter how good that looked. We're going to send him. Turner has the speed, and he's in there. Let's go, baby.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Count is 2 and 1.
Oh, I got a little bit too much under it. Wild's looking good this spring training. Can't complain.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 22, Jason Farrell. Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Wander Franco.
Whoops, I accidentally had him moving to the right instead of the left. That's my bad. Otherwise, I should have been able to cut that off.
The right fielder, number 13, Franklin Lovell.
That's outside. Three and 2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch there, though.
The catcher, number 40, Jacob Nottingham.
Oh, he got it. Hey!
batting, first baseman, Cavan Biggo. Now back, second baseman, Vladimir.
That's still a pretty good arm there at the third.
Now batting, center fielder, Ryan.
This isn't Pharrell being bad. I'm missing the spot on the pitches. So it's 100% on me.
Ball 2.
I gotta get this wind up down.
Helpful.
I felt like I had it,
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yankees, number 24, Fred Archer.
I felt like I had it going into the last couple of batters.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count. Ball 3.
Wow, Altuve hit that so hard. If that's back home, that is off the wall, probably.
Designated hitter, Jesse.
Ooh, I rolled over it. I thought I was drifting up. It's a two-seam. It drifts down a little bit.
The right fielder, number 16, Victor.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
We're gonna get a long relief pitcher up. Think we're going to Avery. We're going to Logue.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Logue's gonna have to stay up in the majors.
now pitching for Toronto, number 19, Zach Lowe.
Got him.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton. Now batting, the designated hitter, J.D. Davis.
That's a great spot for that pitch, though.
Now batting, shortstop, Wander Franco.
Wow. Good arming, right? Okay.
The right fielder, number 13, Franklin Lowell.
Okay. I see you, Logue.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Because pinpoint is 100% skill on the player, so there's no ratings change in it. Meter is a good mix between skill and player rating. So even if you have a perfect throw, the player ratings still matter. If you want complete player ratings to matter, then you would just push the one button one. I'll go through it. So yeah, so meter is the mix between that. The classic is just more the player ratings, and I want something that is more around player ratings than my personal skill. Not because I'm bad, because I want the player ratings to actually matter.
I had to count 2 and 2.
Oh, wow.
He's out.
Meant to check swing that and actually hit the power swing. Oh. Spring training, what am I doing?
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 38, Colin.
Get there, Biggio. A little bit faster, Winker.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Oh, God. I missed that. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Yankees, number 33.
Yeah, so if I played online, I'd probably use Pinpoint.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 21, Mike Meyer. A defensive team for the Yankees.
Plus, I think it's a good mix
Second,
when you're playing a Hall of Fame difficulty. Because if I was just on the pure ratings matter one,
Count is 1 and 2.
hold on,
Time is out.
fail. Spring training, I should be doing this. There we go.
your attention, please. Now coming into pinch hit, Cavan.
Get some of our younger guys in here. We can get some hits. Inside.
Nope. That's inside.
Ooh, that's a good pitch. Oh, it's in there. What am I doing? Thought that was a bit inside.
Now batting, the third baseman, Bitchette.
Let's see how Parado.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Blue Jays, number 92.
This is our biggest prospect, fielding prospect. Him and Seacrest. Geraldo is one that I think starts in the franchise, so real life prospect, and Seacrest is one we drafted. Oh! Does that have the distance? It does. I think he's ready for the majors. I think he's ready. Let's go. Let's see Seacrest.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting. Raw. Seacrest.
Okay.
Ball four.
Now batting. The second baseman. Jose.
Second. We're gonna have Proffer on the outfield, so let's go. Do we have someone that can play short? Groshans can. Garrett Hampson can play in the outfield though. Third or first. Well, ultimately, who do I want to see? Of course, I want to see Peter Kobayashi.
Your attention please.
First year's draft.
Number
Drafted 2 guys.
Peter.
Internationally, one from Japan and one from Taiwan, I think. Could be one from South Korea, one from Japan. Because I also drafted 2 international guys in my Ace franchise, so I'm not sure which one's which. Oh, I got under that. I think Kobayashi could be a guy we see later, though, up in the franchise.
Jesse.
Okay, this is a DH, so I can put anyone here. Well, Franco is going to be the DH.
Your attention.
So,
Pinch hitting for Toronto.
if Winker goes down injury,
Michael Blanco.
just short. Good contact.
This change defensively for the Blue Jays. Now coming in to pinch hit. Alex Dickerson.
In right field, let's go. Profar? No, let's go Hampson.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. This change
And then at catcher, Moreno.
number 1. This change defensively for the Blue Jays. Now catching.
At short.
Moreno.
Is there anyone we want to see at short particularly? We're going to put Diaz in left, so let's see Profar at short.
Number 10.
And to finish this off, let's have Diaz on left.
Your attention please.
Okay, and let's do a mound visit. Let's do it is the bottom of the eighth, so setup man into save. Just like a realistic game here. You know it is spring training.
Pinch hitting for the Yankees. Number 18. Tommy La
Hey, it's not going to affect the throw by Kobayashi, though. Let's go, baby.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Yankees. Number 41.
Ooh, missed that.
Brilliant. A defensive change for the Yankees. Now playing third base. Number 18, Tommy Rostella.
Oh, whoops. Did it again. That pitch, I just don't see it very well sometimes.
Now that's catcher.
Yep, that's nowhere close. I knew the instant I swung. Dude, that changeup got me again. Jerkson profile, let's go, baby. Come on. Dude, 3 straight changeups there. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Yankees. Number 25, Cavan Biggo.
Nope.
Really sharp in the infield, too. He played left field most of the year.
Pinch hitting
Last year.
number 30, Austin Allen.
I think he also played some short.
He's out.
Or we used, the Strump went down with an injury, and then
The right field.
we used Brendan Rodgers, who we traded. Nice slider. Go to high heat here. Let's go. Joe Girardi could be the kryptonite of the Yankees after winning multiple championships with him. That's the team to beat in the division. And we had 10 games on the Yankees starting in September, I think it was. No. We had 10 games on them the first 2 months. So by entering June, we were 10 games up. By September, we were 15 games down. And it doesn't help that we went 9 and arguably what was 15 and 30 in the last 2 months. That didn't help matters. We're anything but consistent, that's for sure. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I can't afford any of that. Get out of here. Could we make this better? We've been debating this trade for I don't know how long. Gouger goes down. Maybe this is a 2-year deal. We got arbitration for Manoa. I'm just thinking about how we can fit this into the cap. That shrinks. That's helpful. Who is going to stay up? Franco stays up. Hampson obviously does. Cabbage goes down. Perfer stays up. Groshan goes down. Diaz stays up. Moreno obviously stays up. Ooh. Okay, that's an issue. I didn't think about that. Geraldo stays up. Cisco goes down. So Seacrest. I mean, if I have to, I will. But I think I like what we have here. So I'm going to sim a couple of games until we get to a point of someone we'd like to play for next stream. We'll play a couple of games. Spring training. And that's why we're thinking about Willard's blown 2 games already. And Manoa's not looking good either. Oh, we don't play them. I think measuring ourselves against Pittsburgh might be good. Bro, is he ready? Oh, wow. I did not expect this. He couldn't possibly be ready. And Avery, we just drafted a couple years ago, and he went down with a head injury last year. That's why he's not up. Otherwise, he would be up. I just don't... I don't see it from Logue. I also could be blind. How many batters has he seen? Do I really want to put myself through another season like this? Eight hits allowed. 5 runs allowed, 4 earned runs. His control is not great. We've been thinking about this trade for I don't know how long. Not within the division. They don't need them. They don't need them. Royals could use them. Athletics could really use them, actually. It's a realistic trade there. We definitely need some AAA depth. Now that we know we can't do anything with Diaz. Someone I wouldn't mind picking up just to send down if we need to. Okay, that pretty much means that Godry's going down to AAA, which is fine. I think he needs more time with that pitching clutch and control and hits. And then we go with Lance Lynn and Zach Logue as the long reliefs. Whitley, Farrell, and Hachi are your middle relief. Peralta is your setup into Hicks. I like that lineup. Yeah, because prospect-wise, I think Avery is better. Actually, no, because he's at the MLB level. We actually chose to pull him up. Alright. So that's going to do it for this offseason franchise. I'm going to take a short break. End the stream, get something to eat, and all that stuff. We have our Madden live stream at 7. So in about 45 minutes, we'll be back live playing our Bears franchise and seeing what happens in the Monday night game. So that's going to be it for this. I will put a cut-off season up in a couple of days. And then from there, we might sneak in some more spring training in a couple of days with maybe on Thursday. So I'll cut this, and then on Thursday maybe we'll do a dual stream again. We'll play some Blue Jays franchise around 2. Get through spring training at that point, and then and decide what to do with the roster for opening day. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. If you're over on Twitch, here is the YouTube link in chat. Go check it out. The rest of the Blue Jays franchise is there. And on top of that, our A's franchise. So, other than that, see you guys about 45 minutes. Later, guys.